Hello, everyone. KSBY Chief Meteorologist Dave Hovde live here in the Weather Center. A lot going on today, including some updates and some new warnings. So you can see on your screen there, we do have a new flash flood warning for Santa Barbara County until midnight tonight. So Doppler radar is picking up a lot of rainfall. Between 1 and 3 inches have fallen already, and we expect another 1 to 4 in the warning area between now and midnight. That is a lot of rainfall. So let's get right over to the Doppler radar and show you what we're talking about here. The area of the flash flood warning here is from Lompoc through Santa Barbara, Oxnard. This area down here. Now, what's interesting, and I'm going to go back and put some of this into motion for you, is that while conditions in Santa Barbara County are worsening, they're kind of actually getting better in San Luis Obispo County. So we've got this heavy line of storms here just north of the warning area. And you can see up here toward Morro Bay and the North Coast, conditions are actually improving. But then we've got this strong line, which is now pushing right through the 5 cities as we speak. Let me go back here. You can see this line in here. This is a line of heavy showers. It is depositing quite a bit of rainfall, low visibilities along the way here, and that is tracking a little bit to the north and east, but the whole line is descending to the south. So pretty soon here, we're going to get this line right there is going to be moving this direction to the south and start coming up from there. When that interacts with the east-west Santa Ynez Mountains in there, you're going to get orographic lift. So all of this area we're concerned about here, the high country of Santa Barbara County, is still in play here as this line continues to push further to the south. So again, that's the flash flood warning. Additionally, you'll notice in here is a marine warning. That is because these cells right in here that are moving to the south, these have the capability of producing water spouts right in here. So they're going to be moving and sliding down to the south. You can see it kind of covers the edge here and into parts of Santa Barbara County. So let's get back over to some of our key concerns here. I want to talk you through this. This is just our modeling here showing what's going to be happening in the hours to come. And again, some improvement in San Luis Obispo County, but I want you to note what's happening in Santa Barbara. I'm rocking back and forth here. In Santa Barbara County, the next few hours really going to be under the gun here in Santa Barbara County. But there's a little bit of a gap that will develop. So you're going to get some waning activity across the entire area as we get into this evening. But then you can see there's on and off showers here. But what happens on Monday afternoon? A reinvigorated line of activity will move through the area all the way into Tuesday. So we have to add all of that up for the total of some of our concerns here. So from the Weather Prediction Center, we're going 1.5 to 2 inches of rain in San Luis Obispo County with 3 to 5 in Santa Barbara County. Now we're right in the middle of this event, so it's counting some of the rain that's already fallen and some of the rain that is yet to come. So this is pretty much in line with the forecast we've been talking about. Additionally, obviously, the winds have been absolutely crushing today, and you can see how that wind potential starts to wane a little bit later on tonight. So that's a little bit of good news there. But again, we also have the flood watches. So we're basically in a flood watch situation for the entire area. There's a warning for southern Santa Barbara County, flash flood warning for most of Santa Barbara County, with also this portion of the South Coast being in a flood advisory as well. So there are a lot of advisories that have been changing just within this last hour. This is a new flash flood warning to identify the whole county here. Pretty interesting. Additionally, I should note, just getting back to the winds here, and I've got this posted, a link where you can actually look at all the wind gusts. We have wind gusts that have actually hit 70, 75 miles per hour. Let me see if I can find that, just read some of those off for you. We have a lot of warnings here. I know where I can get it. Give me 1 second. Sorry, folks. Kind of doing some of this on the fly. And here we go. All right. These are some of the wind gusts we have seen. 58, 59, 60 miles per hour. This is across both Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo County, 63. Some of the interesting ones are these 70 plus mile per hour wind gusts. So Near Cayucas, 72 miles per hour, 73 near Cayucas. Point Arguello, 74, 77 in San Luis Obispo County, top of the Cuesta grade. Vandenberg Village, 77, 79 Santa Margarita. Atascadero, 80. These are non-thunderstorm wind gusts. That is absolutely impressive. But again, let's just get back to the key observations at the moment. That is Santa Barbara County now under a flash flood warning through midnight here for the heavier rains. They're abating a little bit in San Luis Obispo County, but they're sliding into Santa Barbara County as we speak. Even though we will see some waning activity later on tonight, I expect that it will reinvigorate as we get into Monday evening, into Tuesday morning. We're still looking at the same kind of rainfall totals we were expecting between, say, 1 inch and 5 inches in San Luis Obispo County and some spots with even heavier rain in Santa Barbara County. This is going to be very hit and miss. Not everybody's going to see the same kind of totals. We have to kind of talk about potential here in terms of public safety. So we do have high risk of flooding in Santa Barbara County. I would say now that is happening. So the idea that the forecast is verifying is definitely there. Now we're still kind of in the middle of the event. Let me see if I can find some analysis for you. We're kind of in the middle of the event. Here is our storm. You can see how it continues to push through the area through tonight. We end up in a minor dry slot. I don't want to oversell this lull because it does fill back in with a secondary low, starts moving through this trough. And then activity comes more widely scattered as we get into Tuesday. It will definitely not turn off like a light switch, but as we get into Wednesday and Thursday, there are these weak little impulses that are going to work down the jet stream to give us a few more showers, but nothing like this big storm that we have going on right now. So again, I think the key time frames between now and say 9, 10 o'clock tonight is going to be a key issue. And then again, as we get into Monday afternoon into Tuesday morning, that's going to be another push, especially across southern Santa Barbara County. Again, the headline being that we have some new warnings in place, including now these flood advisories for both San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara County, and also the new flood warnings that are in place. We have a flash flood warning in place for Santa Barbara County with these new heavier bands beginning to move into the area. There's a lot to get at in coverage like this. Vivian did a really nice job getting our coverage going this morning. I'm adding details to the top of our story. So you can just go, our one weather story will just continuously have the latest information at the top. There have been a number of roads that have been closed, trees have come down, power outages are widespread on and off throughout the area. And again, we are still in the middle of this first phase of the system. There's going to be a little bit of a gap or a wane tonight. And then later on Monday into Tuesday, this continues. When we add up all the rainfall by the end, I think we're going to be kind of in that range we were talking about. I think some people will have 4 to 5 inches of rain. Thus far, much of the area is somewhere between, say, 1 and 3 inches of rain. But again, it is still coming down. The winds are still powerful, and a lot of advisories are in effect right now. So be safe, stay inside, don't travel if you don't have to. There are all kinds of reports of roadway difficulties and accidents. So the best way to be safe is to just, in this case, be patient. Well, thank you so much, folks. Again, some really great commentary. Just let me go through those really quickly here. Not the best. Power outages going on in the Orchid Santa Maria area, solving heavy rain and winds. Marlene says Atascadero is calm right now. Again, parts of North County are going to get into this calmer section for a while. And just lots of nice commentaries and thank yous. And again, we appreciate those so much, folks. Thank you so much. All right, be well. We will keep you updated here on my social media over on ksby.com as well. So thank you very much. And folks, if you have observations, please post them in the comments.